Biggest auto protection show on earth, brought to you by Car Shield. I'm your host, Chris Berman. If your car is out. Hi, everybody. I see we're live. I'm glad we're live. I hope everybody's doing well during their quarantine or wherever they are. I hope they're all safe. Everybody's doing well. I hope everybody is safe and taking care of themselves. So today we have a Sketchbox. Now, I did open it, but I would like to share some of what's in this box with you guys. So as you can see, we got the Sketchbox. As you can see, this is the art. It's by Maria Varga. So we got that in there. So this is the artist. So then they give you the Sketchbox April featured artist, who's Nikolai Shaver, and this is what he did with some of the art that he got in it. So then I get my little cheat card so I know what's in the box. So this is what's in the box. So I do have a piece of paper. So as some of you have guessed, today we will be coloring from Fantomorphia by Kirby. Figured what better thing to do. So the first thing we get is a water-based Tombow ABPT pen, and this is number 291. So I guess we go this way. And I did bring out a piece of paper so you guys can see the products in action. So that is a very light color. Then we get another Tombow, which is 4-3, this is a water-based marker. That's why I put down some paper for us to. Oh, that's a little bit darker. Then I guess it's pens this month. Then we get these Emote Everfine fine liners. They gave us in a nice little case here. So there's a nice little case. These retail for, what do these retail for? These retail, this set. This 5-pen set retails for about $13.99, and they gave you 5 colors. So when you take it out, they give you, it comes in a little, oh, that's really nice. It comes in a little stand. Comes in a stand so you guys can see it. So let's see what the colors are. Kind of like a purplish red. So that's nice. See what the pens are like. That's why I took out a little piece of paper, because there's no paper this month. So that's okay. I have paper. Ooh, this is like a lavender. These are Emote fine liners. I like to look at what these are. They're a little hard to get off the cap as a. These would make good. I guess the theme this month is calligraphy. Like a chartreuse green. I just like to use these as things that you can see them. You guys can see the pens in action. So those are the Emote pens. And it comes in a cool little stand, so I think that's really nice. So I hope everybody is doing well. Oh, I know what these are. I only have one of these. These are all Karen brush marker pens. These are the Pro brush markers, which who has these may has these, and I've seen some other people recently use these. Now this is the Deco brush. This one is the red gold one, and this is $4.50 retail. So this is the glitter one. These are 3 of them. So what is this one? Gray. That's okay. Then we got another one. This one is almond. That's metallic red gold. That's neutral gray 3. They tell you the colors on there, so that's a good thing. This is almond. Copper brown. Don't know what I would end up doing. Oh, I see this is a blender. This is a blender. So if we were to take our almond and then take the copper brown and then we do this with the blender. And we get something like that. I'm not that good with blenders. And then we get the Kuretake. What is this? The Kuretake. This has black ink. Let's see what this pen does. Black pen. So that's what we do with the pens are nice, actually. Everything in this box is really nice this month. I like this box. First I didn't like the box, but now I think I like the box more. So, and today's project is from Fantomorphia. Today I'm doing a Kirby. Yes, we are coloring a fan's piece of paper because I knew I was going to deal with and this is marker paper. So I purposely, sometimes with my marker, sometimes I'll put these little papers down so it's easier to know what to do with them. So today we're going to be doing this picture, the crown and the roses and the flowers. I like this one of all Kirby's books because they're only on one-sided. So. This black page may be too big. I keep a lot of different blotter pages, so I hope you all Today is Fantomorphia. Yes, I'm doing a Kirby picture. Ooh. Let's see what color shall we use today. Let's use cadmium red. So hello to the 4 people in the stream. I hope you're all enjoying this. Let's get out the refill. If you're wondering why I don't use the drip method's too messy for me because I don't have steady hands. And as you can see, it went all over my hands. No matter which red I use, it always goes all over my hands. I have missed you too, Corey. Just refilled one of my Copics. We are coloring from Fantomorphia by Kirby today. You missed the Sketchbox, Miss Corey. Why does this never fill up correctly? Just put this in and it didn't work. I don't know what's wrong with the Copic today. Today it just does not want to work for me. Copic doesn't want to work and I have to use another book and I really don't want to choose something. You guys didn't want to do. I really want it to work. So where are you working again? Joann's, Walmart's? I forget what you. Everybody, let's give a hand to Corey because she's one of the brave people. See, this is what happens when you don't. You're working Joann's. The reason I think I like Fantomorphia, I chose this book, was because it's single-sided. These big ones will be red, but the other ones will be like pink. So I'm gonna do red, pink, and green. Maybe an orange for the. Oh, look, a little spider. I didn't even see these mechanical spiders. Oh my God, that's terrible, Robin. I hope she's staying, hoping that she rests and quarantines herself. That's terrible. Your sister tested positive for it. You know, the thing is, you don't know who has it because tests aren't readily made available unless you go to your doctors. And then the thing is, if you, no, I'm scared to go to the doctors because what happens if I go and I feel sick, but all of a sudden I get sick because I went to the doctors? This is cadmium red. This isn't even one of the deeper reds. Look, a little strawberry. I didn't even notice that that was there. I like Kirby's books, but you have to like really pay attention when you're doing Kirby's books because they're like really detailed. They don't look. Sometimes you see a big picture and think, "Oh, that's a beautiful picture," but sometimes as you go closer into it, I think I only have 4 or 5 of the books by Kirby. I think I have this one, Geomorphia, Anamorphia, Mythomorphia. Oh, the only Kirby books I have. Excuse me. So I go downstairs to get a wipe for a second. This is going to be too messy. Sorry, guys. Watching me clean it off. This is the way you clean it off. I use an alcohol wipe to clean it off. Hi, Lily Cat. How are you with coloring from Fantomorphia by Kirby? So, what has everybody been doing? I actually watched a series called Tiger King. My mother actually started watching it on Netflix, and I tell you guys, if you want something to entertain you, this is the show to entertain you. It's like the #1 show right now. Cardi B, who's a rapper, and she started a GoFundMe account for Joe Exotic after watching it. You have to see the craziness that happens in the show. It's like my reactions are like, oh my god, how crazy are these people? And the funny thing is, it's all true. These people are really out there, but they're so unbelievable. It's like just like I saw this and I was like, oh my god, at certain points, because you don't want to believe this, but And it's about this man named Joe Exotic, but he's a little bit in the insane category. What I mean by that is that it was called Tiger King is what it believes, because it's all about this zookeeper and some of the. That's because sometimes if the marker tip dries out on these. See, that's the only thing I don't like about the Copic brush tips is that they dry out really, really fast. I find myself replacing them a lot more than I used to. But then again, I've seen some people do beautiful things. Like, I'm still 50-50 on the book Lily Cat. It's not that I don't think it's a beautiful book. It's just, I don't color my Kirby's all that often, so I don't see the need for me personally to get it. Kirby is like a perfect guy to color during the quarantine because his books take so long to color. If you're using pencil, some people like make a whole production of it, and they do like amazing stuff with their blending, their layering. I saw someone do something from that, like with the shoes, and I thought the shoes was absolutely amazing. That the double page spread with the shoes. I've seen people do some really nice work with the shoes from World Within Worlds. So did I get all the big flowers? Seeing if I got all the big flowers. The big red ones. Sugar. Hello, Robin. And the other Robin here. So now we have two Robins. We have Robin who loves reading and Robin Broderick. So here's the Sugar Almond Pink. Yay, a book that everybody knows. Well, people were asking me for a long time. I forget who asked me could I do a Kirby picture. And I said I don't see the like. Here's the thing with Kirby, Kim. His other books have a lot more detail. I have Geomorphia too, so Trying to find the little tiny little things here. Sometimes there's so many tiny little details with Kirby's books. Oh, that's supposed to be. Oh, that's supposed to be a really nice book, the Springtime Mandalas. That's supposed to be a really nice book. I saw some pictures from it. But it was a really pretty mandala book. You need to be purple. Ash lavender. This is a little. This is ash lavender. I'm purposely making him purple. And when I see another little flower that I missed, sometimes as you do Kirby's pictures, you notice things as you're doing them that you missed. So it's like, oh, I missed that. I missed that. So YG17 grass green. I have, let me see, Kim. You have the Colormorphia and Fantomorphia. I have, let me see, Anamorphia, Magimorphia, Mythomorphia, Geomorphia, Fantomorphia. So I don't have all the books, but that's terrible. You know, I wouldn't wish this on anybody. This disease. The thing about this disease is it morphs and it changes, you know. Day to day, you're not like, it's extremely contagious, this disease, you know. You know, the best thing we can do is stay home. And then just watch people like me, Michelle, and some of the color tubers who You know, the thing is that you don't know who has it because testing is so infrequent, and some people don't even have symptoms, which makes it all the more weird. You could have the virus and not show symptoms. And they're saying not to go out right now because now is when the peak is going to hit. So, you know, I'm scared. A lot of people are scared. But we got to do what they tell us to do, which is stay home. Try to limit contact if you can and practice the social distancing. You know, wash your hands after you go out, even if it's just to take out garbage or, you know, do household chores. Wash your hands. Take vitamins. Do all the things that they tell you to do. Keep your nutrition up. Eat. This is also why it's important to have hobbies to keep your mind occupied. But you guys, really, if you're looking for something to watch, Netflix has The Tiger King. I mean, that show is so outrageous. Like, I've never seen anything like it. I've seen quite a lot. But these people are characters in their own right. And the funny thing is that it's all true. Now they say truth is stranger than fiction. Well, in this case, that's really, really true. You know, Robin, I think you would like Robin Loves Reading. I think you would find the Tiger King docu-series. You know, you gotta tell him to wash his hands, wear gloves when he goes outside, Robin. And if you have masks, to wear a mask. You gotta watch it, Jen. It's absolutely the most insane thing I've ever watched in my life. You get really absorbed into it. They have one guy that's the loose inspiration for Scarface. There. Um, I was talking to Robin Loves Reading. It's called Tiger King on Netflix. It's a docu series, and it's all true. Especially given what happens at the end of the show. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but oh my God, what an assortment of characters! And you couldn't even imagine the things that happened during this thing. Thank you. The thing with this is that this is actually very fine. Leaves are very fun. The reason why I made this by the purple is to so the purple Tiger King. It is. You know, my mother was watching it, and then I'm like, "What are you watching?" So I already know the ending because she started watching it, and then I got absorbed into it more than I thought I would get absorbed into it. I have not watched the World Within Worlds yet video. It is on my list of things to watch because, I've been watching the completed pages video of people of other people. So, that we do a monthly video where I show my completed pages, and I did quite a lot during this time. I noticed that I did more than I did the month before, and I think one of the reasons is being cooped up. You try to find things to do. Yeah, it's on Netflix. It's just the one of the craziest shows I've ever seen in my life. And I've seen crazy things, but nothing compares to this. Tiger King is just an absolute phenomenon. And people, based on what they've seen on the show, have started GoFundMe for a lot of different things that have spawned out of the show. Both good and bad stuff. So. I mean, you'll meet you will get to know some of the craziest people you've ever met. Why don't you go on Amazon and order it, Robin? Amazon has it. I think, what is it, like $12, $13? But right now, I'm not spending money because I got to wait for things to be come in. I have to wait for that stimulus check, and then I have to wait for other things to come in, like benefit for my unemployment benefit. So what money I do have, I'm trying to make last. I forgot last month. The reason why I got a Sketchbox, some of you saw this in the beginning of the stream, was only because I forgot to skip my monthly delivery. So when it came time for me to do my delivery for next month, I'm not getting a Sketchbox next month. I'm trying to be, even before this, I was trying to be good, and the money I had saved was for the Mexico trip. And then now that got totally derailed because of this. It's okay not to have a credit card. Some people don't like being in debt. You're only really supposed to have the credit card for emergencies. That's fine. It is not hillbillies. It is far better than that. I'll tell you, if you think it's hillbillies, it goes farther in. You get really, really sucked into it. I ordered masks a while ago, and I'm still waiting for them. So I should get them either today or tomorrow at the latest. So when my masks come, they're the N95 masks, and I had a hard time getting them. You need to see Tiger King. It is the most outrageous thing I've ever seen in my life. That's saying something. I actually had a hard time picking out what I was going to color today because it was like, which Kirby book? What image speaks to me? Because everybody who knows who works on a Kirby book knows this, that Kirby's is, one of those guys who's very detailed. And I'm like, okay, what do I want to color today? I'm surprised that my friend Michelle isn't here. Because usually she's here. Unless she's, and I wanted to stream yesterday, but there were so many people doing all-day streams yesterday that I didn't feel like it was right to stream when they were streaming. I want to give everybody. And I was like, you know what? I'm never going to stream if I keep waiting, being patient. I don't know that answer because I don't have either the UK or USA version. But you know what happens? One time I ordered the UK version of a book and I ended up getting the US version of a book because they were like, "Oh, you live in the USA, so it don't matter. You're getting the USA version." I go, "But I wanted the UK version because the UK version supposedly had better paper, but they still sent me the ink. They sent me the American version because I live in America. So supposedly that's were denied." I can't tell you which paper is better because I don't have the English version. Sometimes if you live in the US, they'll send you the US edition, even if you order it from a UK site. I just think they think it's faster that way. I hope she's here. I like Shell. You live in South Africa. Wow. What's that been like? You guys have a quarantine in South Africa? Be careful. Yes, my mother and me are home together during this thing. So if you hear noise, don't worry. That's just my mother moving items around. We are coloring in Fantomorphia, Michelle, by Kirby Ozanes. Yeah, he's the host of the Daily Show. I actually saw him at a book event that Random House was hosting a few years ago. So I didn't actually get to meet him, but I did get to see him. So he's very, very funny in person, and he's very, very charming. And he's just a wonderful, wonderful speaker. You get very absorbed by his story. Hmm. Did you have to lay off people from your job or tell them? I can only imagine how terrible that is, Robin. And where is my apricot? This is a brand new color. It's gonna be rough for everybody across the world, Robin. I can only imagine. This is apricot. This is YR16. This is a brand new color in my Copics. I live in New York. I have no idea when they're gonna lift the lockdown. And what makes it worse is because every state in the United States is not doing the lockdown at the same time. So you know that rates of infection are going to be different for everybody. See, I missed a little thing here. Put on the pink. I mean, I'm doing okay, you know. It's just hard, you know. Although we do get our briefings from our governor, who has kept us very up to date with what's going on in the state. So she's doing well. She's actually doing better than I thought she was gonna do. You know, it's just hard because there's so many things to do in New York, and now a lot of that's closed, so we don't even have that. You know, we have no culture, no. You can't go to museums, you can't go to movie theaters. You really are like stuck. Yes, we do. Like we can have our groceries via Fresh Direct, or we can call up if we need drugs. We can have our drain read deliver them if need be. I think so. It's not like it's as bad. Yeah, we have those done. You know, we have those delivered to us. So it's not like, oh, I'm dying because I can't get this, I can't get that. Nothing so dramatic as that. And we have finished a Kirby picture. Yay me! I have finished a Kirby picture. So that is a Kirby picture. So as you guys guess, I probably have like florals and stuff like that. So yeah, if we want another picture, we could do another picture in Kirby. because I know a lot of you have been asking me about the Kirby pictures. The pumpkin would make a good picture for Halloween. See, this is a picture that I started and I didn't finish it. And that, what was the only other picture that I've ever done in this book? This one is the only other one that I've ever done in this book. You get daily updates from your governor too. This is the only other picture that I finished in the book. So I think this is the only Kirby book that I've done 2 pictures, and I think I've done 1 picture in every Kirby book I own. I did a Kirby picture. Dark fantasy, anybody? Sakus. I haven't done anything in this one yet. Boo, Alicia. Looking for the one that I wanted to do. Yes, this is a new one. I will have a flip through of this on the channel. Probably next week, but it's just because some of the pictures are more adult. They can't be too adult. There we go. There's the picture. Here's the picture I wanted to do. I know Michelle wants us to do the Grim Reaper, but I think the Grim Reaper is a little inappropriate at this time. Well, we can do this one. Yes, Michelle, there are things that are... I want this one. You wanted that one a few weeks ago, Michelle. E99 baked clay. I am still kidding up the Victoria Moon, believe it or not. That the Victoria Moon is so huge. At some point, I'm going to have to work on it because the company wants me to continue with it, even though I don't like. The thing is, like, I have 5 containers for one color. It is a tremendous amount of stuff in that container. I might work on it, even though the containers are so huge. But the thing is, I have to set everything up downstairs to do it, so. To some point. I'm sure your cat thought it was a toy. Sometimes depends on the area, Robin. I do sometimes. It depends on the. She probably thinks it's a game. Your cat thinks it's a. Your cat probably thinks it's a game to play. She wants you to play with her, probably. And you're not paying her attention, Lily, if she's stealing your pens. That's what your cat is probably trying to tell you. The tip is getting a little dry, so. Yeah, you do actually. Even Diamond Art Club actually now sells. They started selling a new item in their store, which is a. They have a new drill pen, Diamond Art Club, so you could buy them. For $15, they have one. So I guess the new ones have. I'm not sure if they have multi places on them because I haven't bought the pens from Diamond Art Club. Yeah, they have a diamond pen now. Okay, guys, what would you like to work for me to work on next stream? Maria Troll, Clara Makova, Hannah Carlson, or would you like me to work from Saga or Sagna? But remember, those books are pencil books. No, this is baked clay. I don't have Tuscan Sun. Maria Troll. So I guess if nobody else has any opinions about who, I guess Maria Troll next week because Miss Michelle wants to see me work on that next. No, I do not, Lily. It's the thing with me, Lily, is that I have a lot of books. And the thing is right now I would like to I also have a thing where I'm trying to complete 2 or 3 more books this year. I think I'm only one picture away from finishing Original Bliss in Volume 1. I'm 7 pictures away from finishing the Crown Fantasy coloring book from Deborah Moon. My goal is to finish at least 3 books every year. If you see me wrap something around this means that I'm a little scared that the ink will go all over the place. Yeah, so is Clara Makova. I love her. A lot of the books. Or I could do Inked House if anybody wants Inked House. Millie Marotta. The thing is, certain books appeal to me and certain books do not appeal to me. It's a cute book, don't get me wrong. I think that little Fae book is cute, but I like doing portraits in bigger size books, like her Crown Fantasy one or her Wicked book, which I think is great. The thing about Copics is that you can refill them. And sometimes you can use the ink in your Copics if you know the color in for your Cali arts if you know the exact color match from the Copic. So, but that's only if you know the exact match. I read the first book in the series. I even read the second book. I was disappointed with the second book. Sometimes in the trilogies, I don't like the second book for whatever reason. It happens in a lot of YA trilogies. I find that I don't like the second book. I like the first book, but I didn't like the second book. I don't know why that is. I just don't like the second book, and then I don't continue to read the. Then I don't continue on because I didn't like the second book. It's because I feel like I'll get ripped off. I think her hair is done. Apricot, which I really like this color. I have one of the Inkling books. I think I have 3 Christine Karen books, if my memory serves me right. What do I have? The Fairy and Fantasy Fairy Tale Characters, Fairies 2 and Fairies 3. I think I even have the first Fairies, Grayscale, and Digital. So I do have her books. Cat, I have a live stream from a while ago, but I don't know if it's still up or not. I did one last year where I did my whole coloring book collection at the time. So if you're curious to know what I have, not have. So. This image can count as or Color Your Horde because it's the first one I'm doing in this book. Color Your Horde is a meme that was started by, who was that started by? Kylara and Novella have it. Spring Orange. Sugar Almond Pink. Grass Green. That's okay. Always fix it. G903. That's okay. It happens, Michelle. I'll make cakes. BG05 Holiday Blue. I forgot to do her eyebrows. Where are my fine liners? You know, you can always cover it up, Michelle. I have a lot of supplies, so it tends to. And this is an Arteza fine liner. These are the original fine liners, the very first ones they ever came out with. These don't work on every paper. They seem to be doing well with this paper, so that's a good sign. Some paper they don't like. I noticed that these fine liners don't work on the color it papers, which is a shame because, and they definitely do not like watercolor paper. And the only book that they seem to work really well in is the Lost Ocean book by Johanna Basford. I don't know why, but they seem to have a really weird relationship with paper. So you see, I do have fine liners other than stable, but I don't use them too often because it's hard to use. Golden yellow. I want the colors to be as close as possible to her dress. Not exact, but close. Oh, you mean the case? Yeah, I saw it on someone else's channel originally a few years ago, and then I liked it for myself. That's what I saw the fine liners, the stapler fine liners, and my Arteza fine liners. So there we get a yellow done. G17 forest green. So what is everybody doing? Coloring, reading, diamond painting? Coloring worlds within worlds. See, it comes out looking like a dark color, but it actually comes out to be a little bit lighter. That's really a beautiful book. Thomas Kincaid's stuff is beautiful, but it's just not for me. No, but I know a lot of people like it, and I see a lot of people do some really nice work out of it. Are you guys calling out a color in heaven, Maria Troll? Netflix has a lot of good stuff to watch. So if you like get bored, you can watch that stuff. Yeah, I'm all caught up on my legacies now. Prodigal Son. I'm almost all caught up in The Resident. I'm catching up on series that I fell behind on. It's really nice to catch up on those series. There's my white pencil. This is a permanent white pencil. So I put it here. For my skin tone. This is raw silk. This happens to be my favorite new skin tone. trying to figure out what it. This is another color that gets messy on me. I recently did Easter eggs, I think, in what book? Drawing Around the World, Volume 2 by Erie. I have a picture of Easter eggs that I colored on Instagram, guys. If you're wondering what my Instagram is, Princess Grace 1000. So that's what I did for my Easter picture. I took something from Erie. I forget who I saw who had this color, and I fell in love with this color when I saw somebody else using it on their YouTube channel. It wasn't Instagram. I can't remember. Which one? This one or the one that I did in Kirby's book? She did. What did she use? Christmas? And remember, guys, if I'm not happy with the skin, I can always go over it with pencil. And we can always make this. Which is probably what. Oh, she did. She's probably had Copics than me. Sorry, I'm just using this just to get the tiny stuff out. I think the tip may be dry. That's why this isn't coming out smooth. Remember, when your Copics are dry, they don't come out smooth. That's when you gotta wet. Here's the thing, I don't shade with my Copics very well either, unless I'm using grayscale. I color what they call flat coloring or straight coloring with my markers mostly, so. So you're not alone, Jen. Don't feel like you have to always shade. Sometimes there's nothing wrong with just straight coloring a picture. I think it takes time to learn to do anything. I think I'm going to color the background in pencil though. And I'll go over this with pencil just to smooth it out a little bit. That's like what I did with one of my grayscale books in Fantastic Beauty, to give it some color and definition and to smooth out the skin. That's what you do when the marker doesn't come out right or it's dry and lose residue. There's a pencil here that does it really well. And this is called Light Flesh from the Polychromos. So I leave it up there. I have another pencil in my other set with my pencils, but I keep an extra pencil in case I need to do work. You can do this with Prisma too. But this requires you knowing your colors very well and what's going to match with the things with your pencils. But you know, I started off with pencils first. And then moved my way into markers. I probably have to thank Anne for my marker thing, because without Anne, I would have never learned I would have never even attempted to do. And I'm using my M&R sharpener. This is the M&R sharpener. This is the round one. I think I left the big sharpener downstairs, which is the nice hand crank that I have, which I like. See, this is how you can use pencil on top of marker that smooth out the the colors if it comes out choppy and you don't like the way the marker looks. This color is light flesh from the, hold on guys. I think I need the hand crank. There we are. I found my hand crank. Always can find your hand crank somewhere. Thank you, Jen. You see? The girl looks like she's getting a little bit more tanned. I think we're going to cover this blue. Or maybe we'll leave it alone. And I'll tell you right now, I wouldn't be able to do this with the budget pencil. I mean, some people can do it with budget pencil, but I've never been able to do it with the budget pencil. Not even the Black Widows I can do this with. I can only do this with polychromos, Pablos, and Prismas. So far, I have found. I tried doing it once with Artezas, and I could not do it with Artezas. So, haven't yet tried it with the Rembrandts and the Luminance yet. So, we'll see if I eventually can do that. But the Luminance doesn't have as many skin tones as the Pablos does. So, but the Luminance is coming out with more colors. So, we'll see. What happens there? What kind of cat do you have, Jen? I'm just curious to see what kind of cat you have. Do you have a calico, a tabby, a ginger? Siamese, Burmese. You know, I had a lot of cats growing up. That's why I know what they different breeds are. Also had dogs. Dogs and cats are very loving, but I have to say I'm more of a I like watching people's cats, but I'm more of a dog person. Frankly, I love seeing dogs. What kind of dog do you have, Jen? Is Jen the only one talking right now? So that's how you do skin tone. Where's that Tombow that I was going to use pencil, but I think I'm going to use marker because marker's a little bit faster. This is BG18. This is teal blue. It's a little too dark. This comes from This is ice blue, number 65 from the Park Blue set. That blue was too dark. See, I just like these. Sometimes the budget-friendly markers have colors that you don't have in some of the more expensive sets. But, you know, I try to fill out the Copics as much as I can, so I add more colors in them. But I was thinking about using that Tombow watercolor marker, but because this isn't watercolor paper, you have to be a little bit more careful about water mediums with this paper. Probably could take the water. I know, because these were recommended. I first saw these on Ann. I was going to get the Monelli ones, but then Ann did a premiere with these, and I fell in love with them after seeing them on Ann's channel, and that's how come I got them. You know, they kind of fill the gap for some of my stuff that I need. I would definitely get these again. Can't get in between those little things over there, so I'm not going to do that. I see my mother's taking a shower because I can hear the shower. She's probably doing some work. And my mother's phone goes off. Today we have colored 2 pictures today. So we colored this today. We did our Sketchbox and opening, and then we did this picture today. So a lot of you said you want Maria Troll, so I have a lot of Maria Troll books. So, and then we did this one. This was the first one we did today. So this was the Kirby Rosanis, Fantomorphia, The Crown with Roses. And then the girl with the yellow flowers. So guys, if you have liked this, wow, we went 2 hours today. Yeah. So thank you guys for coming. I hope you all have had a good time. I hope you guys will come probably on Friday. I'll stream. I'll try to stream tomorrow if nobody is busy. I really like this picture with the roses. I like this book probably the best of all the Kirby books because it's only 1-page picture, so probably that's why I have preferential to some pictures in here. So we've done 2 pictures. Yay, me! I did a Kirby picture, which a lot of you have been asking me to do Kirby, so did a Kirby, but I guess some of you were like, yay! So, and then we did Phantom. So that's what we'll leave off with, the nice little. And then we also opened the pen box of the sketch. Yay, finally here. So I hope everybody had a good time today. I know a lot of you like Kirby, so I was like, I'm going to do a Kirby, but I wanted to pick the right book for me and the right picture, so it had to be the right picture. So I hope you all have enjoyed this. I have enjoyed doing this for you guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed this and stay safe and well, bye everybody.